Hey guys, Heather here, and today we're going to go over my top 10 underused Remax tools. This is a presentation that I did for a few offices, and it's absolutely one of my favorites because we have so many tools that we're not going to use them all, but I wanted to make sure to remind you of all of these cool tools that we do have. So let's get started. Okay, so my top 10 tools. Number 10 is going to be Remax University. When is the last time you went on to Remax University? There are so many goodies in there, especially now with Bouge coming out. They have an entire section on Bouge, which is fantastic because you're going to be able to see everything that's coming out. So you have monthly designations. Almost every month they have different discounts on different designations. You can do some continuing ed. You have all of the big classes that are at all the big events like R4, BOC. I know when I go to those events, sometimes we have a very hard time deciding which class to go to. Well, one of the first things I do is I look for that little video camera because I know they're going to be recording it, and in about a month it's going to be listed on Remax University, so I can always go in and watch that class. Sometimes we have to divide and conquer between all of us that are at those events, but that is one thing that helps me decide which class to go to, which one's going to be recorded, and I can watch and we can display for the office, all that fun stuff. So make sure you can go on there. The keynote speakers, usually they'll have a special, so it'll run for a couple days. Make sure you don't miss those. But there are thousands of videos. Most of them are nice and short and sweet, whether you're looking for marketing on the luxury, commercial, anything like that. There are a ton of goodies, as well as all of the tools that Remax has. There is a ton of videos going over all of these different aspects. So make sure, if you haven't been on RU for a while, make sure you do go on there because there are a ton of goodies. And I know that I've always watched it from whether it be my iPad or my iPhone. I just, whether, when the kids were doing all the football and cheerleading and all that, I would just be sitting there with, listening to all these cool little nuggets. And really it's, instead of reinventing the wheel, listening to these agents and brokers that are really just killing it and kind of switch that over and turn something that they're doing for marketing, put your own spin on it and make it yours. And there's so many great ideas. So make sure you go into RU and check out all of the great videos that are available to you. So that is my number 10. Number 9 is the BombBomb Social Prompt. It is free and it is going to be giving you content that'll post to your Facebook business page branded to you every week. And what I do want to make sure is I know a lot of agents are signed up for the BombBomb Social Prompt, but you don't go in every month to kind of add the little suggested message. So I want to make sure if you are using the social prompt, make sure you go in every month and there's a little box that says suggested content. You can copy, paste, and then add your own hashtags or your own spin to that, so it's not just that graphic or image that's getting posted without anything. So make sure if you are using it, you go in every month, add your own spin to the articles that are going to be published for you. And if you're not using it, make sure that you go to bombbomb.com/Remax Social/agent and get signed up today. Start that social prompt. I mean, it gives you an article or a post every single week. There's some great stuff and great goodies. And then make sure you use their suggested message. It has hashtags, it has what that article's about. Put your own spin into it and make it yours. So that's something that's free and every week for you. So BombBomb Social Prompt is number 9. Make sure you're using that. Number 8 is remaxmarketing.com. It's also the marketing tile inside of your Max Center account. There are so many goodies, whether you're looking for the trademark standards, whether you're looking for social posts, all of those graphics, including the PNG and vector files. The PNG files are the ones that are transparent, that don't have that background. That is probably one of the number one questions we get asked inside of our Remax Creative group is where do I find these logos without the background? They're perfect for the overlaying on different graphics, everything like that. They are all found in the Remax marketing tile. All of the billboards, the radio ads, you have all of those commercials. Add your own spin and video, overlay that audio onto yours. If you're looking for bus benches or billboards, they have tons of graphics and all the national ads inside of remaxmarketing.com or that marketing tile. So make sure you check that out. There is a ton of goodies inside of there, and they're constantly updating the social graphics and stuff like that. So you can download all the graphics and the covers for Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. They have it in there. Make sure you check that out. So that's my number 8. Number 7 are the Remax HQ, the emails, your Remax, the recharge, and the marketing updates, and especially when they have their Remax versus the industry and all of that. Make sure that they're not going to your junk. That I create, it's marked as important and it's put into a file. I love our weekly recharge emails. They're going to have a ton of goodies, just like my top 10. It's just diving deeper into all the tools that you have within Remax. Make sure you're getting them. Make sure that you're reading them and watching those little videos and really diving into all of these tools that you do have, and they make it super easy. And I believe those come out Tuesday afternoon. So if you're not getting it, let your broker know so that they can make sure that you are getting them. I would check your junk or your spam. They do come from BombBomb. So you need to make sure that they're going into your inbox, and I set up a rule so they go into a separate file so that I don't miss anything. So make sure you're getting all of those HQ emails. That's tip number 7. Number 6, all the websites you have available to you. So you have the newsroom. That's going to be all the press releases, all the good stuff that's kind of happening. You also have the Remax blog. That is great content for you to be able to copy and paste over to your social or go to their social channels and share it out. Tons of great content. It's relevant. Make sure that you go in there and check it out. Also, Above Magazine. That is going to be some great resources for you as an agent or broker. It is articles from coaches, from brokers, from agents, and what they're doing in their different business. You have the technology. You have a ton of great stuff in there, whether you're sharing it. If you're a broker, these are great if you're doing weekly newsletters or looking to post stuff of value onto your social channels. Go to Above Magazine. There is a ton of goodies for you to be able to share with your agents or just a value in general on your social channels. And then, of course, the YouTube channel. Make sure that you are subscribed to the Remax channel. That way you can get alerts every time a new video. You have the housing reports, you have the commercials, you have all sorts of goodies inside of the YouTube. I subscribe so I get an email whenever new content is published. So make sure you check those out and all that good stuff. So that's my number 6. Number 5 is RemaxHustle.com, and they are doing all sorts of, they're going to be adding some pretty cool stuff from what I heard, but definitely some goodies already. And make sure that you're doing, I love the hustle graphic. It's really fun. You can kind of create it in different ways, but boy, do I love the hustle videos. I mean, they're commercial. You can create so many different variations, whether it be you, your office. Get creative with what you're doing. So let's see if I can play this. Maybe. We'll see. And another version. The global connections and the hustle. I love the hustle. It is so easy. It literally takes maybe 2 minutes to do that. What I would suggest, I have another video, but make sure that you're not just sharing the link over. Make sure to download that video and then upload it into your social channel so it auto plays. You're going to get a lot more views that way. but I have a whole nother video on that. But make sure to go out to remaxhustle.com, check out all the cool things. They've got the doormats, they've got seasonal stuff. So make sure to check that together. And for your Remax Hustle video, if you add 3 together, you can sew them, you know, using, I think, like iMovie or, gosh, there's so many different free little video things. Put 3 of them together, and now it's long enough so you can make it your Facebook business page cover as a video. So that's my little tip. So that's tip number 5. Oops. All right, let's see here. Let's go to number 4. There we go. The Remax.com URL shortener. I love this. I use it all the time. Anything that you're posting onto social, or if you're looking to track. So a lot of your links to your property pages, or it could be anything, like the property websites, the links are like ridiculously long. So what I have my agents do is, you know, if you're having a link that's going to that property page, whether it be on Remax.com or another website, take that long URL, go into the Remax URL shortener, paste it in there, and you can edit it. So what I have my agents do is you edit it, instead of it being, you know, the rem.ax / and then a bunch of digits and letters, edit to customize that, make it the MLS number. Make it something short, sweet, with purpose, so it doesn't look spammy. You can use that in your text messages or anything like that, and it'll track everything that you're doing. So you'll be able to see all the different referring websites. Are they mobile? You know, what platform are they on? Make sure that you're using that, and I really love because it stores everything right inside of there, so it's super easy to get any of those reportings. So definitely start using that URL shortener. It is awesome. It's branded. It doesn't have to be just for business stuff. You can use it on personal stuff, and that kind of ties everything in with that brand attached to you. So number 4 is the Remax URL shortener. I love it. All right. Number 3, AdWorks. So how many are actually using your AdWorks and going in when you get a new listing, you get a week of free advertising. So what you should do is go in and update that. So if you have a different destination link or anything like that, you can change that destination link. You can change the colors. You can change the photo that's displaying. Make sure to add in your seller's email address so that this ad will follow them everywhere. It's going to make you look like a rock star, and they're going to get those reportings for you. So they'll get an email of all the different places. I've found that we get about 3,000 impressions for each of those ads. And of course you get a discount if you're looking to extend those ads. Do I get a lot of leads from them? No, but it will make you look like a rock star, especially if you're having a price reduction or open house or anything like that. I would definitely recommend extending that, making sure your seller's email is in there so that they'll start seeing that you're everywhere. When they go on the web, they're going to start seeing that ad. So make sure you're using that. The AdWorks tile is inside of your Max Center. Make sure to check that out and utilize that, customizing it, whatever. So that's my number 3 tip. Number 2 is Design Center. And I could do 3 hours at minimum training on Design Center. But since it's only a number 2 tip, number 1 is, you automatically get your marketing packages for every one of your new listings, just reduced, open houses, and sold. For any of your listings, you're automatically going to get those emails if you have your profile set up. So make sure your profile is set up. In those marketing packages, you get a YouTube video, but you do have to manually push those out. If you have a YouTube channel, you need to go into your profile, and then you have where you can sync your YouTube channel to you. So make sure whether our office has a generic, just our listing videos, and we have an admin that'll push that out. But we also tell our agents, if you have your own channel, make sure we'll push it out to your channel. That's fine. On our channel, we go and we actually customize the thumbnails that show up, because I really hate it when there's like half a toilet or something like that shows up on YouTube. It's probably a pet peeve of mine. So we do have another admin that creates beautiful little thumbnails for all of those YouTube videos with the property information and stuff. But if it's going to your YouTube channel, make sure that you have that synced inside of your profile. and that is over here where you have the YouTube details. You're just going to basically sync it up to your channel. So the second part is making sure you have tons of campaigns that you have available. Did you even know that? I know Lead Street have campaigns, but Design Center has a ton of different campaigns. So they have monthly, they have quarterly, they have the seasonal, they have just the time change, they have holidays. I love those. It's super easy to set up. You just upload your contacts, set them up on that campaign, and now they're going to get those automatically. You don't have to do anything, and they'll automatically get it. On those monthlies, I'm not 100% on the quarterlies. You can add content to those. It gives you a block so you can add a listing of the month or anything like that, or maybe you have an event coming up, something like that. But you can edit those, and you can preview what it's going to look like. So make sure that you have gone in, and you can go into RU and look into the Design Center campaigns, but it is super easy to set up. So make sure that you check those out. And another one is just going to play with all of these awesome campaigns that you have. You have the national campaigns, you have social, you have a ton of goodies inside of Design Center. Make sure that you go under tasks. Everything is well organized for you to be able to find what you're looking to do. And of course, I love the fact that you can easily create an entirely new marketing campaign. If you go over to your listings tab from your home page, you can go to your listings, you're going to go to manage, and then you're going to select from the many different templates that they have, and you just create marketing package, and you can watch the countdown. It probably takes maybe 10 seconds, and you're going to have inside of that project folder all the new campaigns with a new template. There are some really great templates inside of Design Center. So you'll have a whole new marketing package with the social, the email, the postcards, the flyers, the videos, virtual tours, all that fun stuff. So it only takes a couple seconds, and I do have another video strictly on watching me do that with another campaign. So there is so much in my number 2, because Design Center is just the Mac Daddy of them all. I love it. So there's a lot to do. I could do a huge class on just Design Center alone, but those are just kind of like Design Center as a whole. Make sure you go to RU, watch all the videos and all the cool stuff that you have in there, and that is my number 2 tip. So are you wondering what my number 1 tip is? My number 1 underused Remax tool, and if you're on social media, especially Facebook, you need to make sure that you utilize the power of the network. The Remax family is so amazing in the fact that everyone is so giving. And I should probably update these stats, but so these are kind of old. So we have the Remax Creative Group. We're over 14,000 members now. Bree White founded this, and I know I had the Remax Referral Network, and her and I would kind of post seasonal graphics. And she's like, you know what? We need to make this our own platform. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't think of managing another group, because at that time it was very overwhelming. But she started this creative group, and watching the Remax family just grow and share all of these awesome graphics, I know, and just watching them get inspired and do it themselves as well. So the Remax Creative Group is by far my favorite group on Facebook. I can't wait to see what everyone does every morning. It's basically what I'm doing when I'm drinking my coffee and kind of waking up. I go in there and, what happened overnight, or Carlos is amazing and what he does. So I love the creative group. We also have the referral network, which I had started years ago, and it was just originally just from people that I had networked with at the different events, and it just kind of blew up into its own. We have over 11,000 members, I think, now of Remaxers all over the world. And we have a new group that the Remax Tech and Tools, with the Bouge and the different technology. We noticed a lot of people started posting that in the creative group, so we knew that it could have its own platform, especially with Bouge coming out. So we started that. I think there's 3,500 members now, so that's pretty exciting. It's just kind of like the tech part. So we have like the network, the marketing, the tech, and then of course if you're into video, you need to make sure to go into Remax Play, which is Michael Thorne, Jesse Peters, my favorites. So make sure, if you're looking for kind of a safe place to get tips and tricks and critique on videos, if you're looking to get into that, make sure you go into the Remax Play. It is an amazing group all about video and the different tools and equipment, stuff like that. And of course, if you're a Miracle office or a Miracle agent, you don't want to miss out on the Remax group with Children's Miracle Network. It's called Remax Miracle Makers. It is a great group, and those offices and agents that are Miracle offices, they're always coming up with great things. What are offices doing to raise money or awareness within their office? So there's a ton of great ideas. Make sure that you're in there. I'm sure there's a lot more members in there than this amount. And also make sure that you are attached to all of the Remax social channels. They are everywhere. And make sure that you have connected with the We Are Remax Facebook page. That is going to give mostly content and agent related stuff versus like a consumer, which is the Remax main page. But the We Are Remax is really going to give you a lot of content and material and stuff that's more agent focused. And make sure that if you are into podcast, or if you're not, maybe you should check it out. Make sure to subscribe to Adam Contos, is our CEO of Start With a Win. Some great podcast interviews and just thoughts of the day. There's some really great stuff. And of course, he has his own social channels. So make sure to follow him on Facebook and Instagram. So that is my number one. And I'm going to be doing a video series for each one of these because they all deserve their own individual video on all the really cool stuff. But this is just to get your juices flowing and like, oh yeah, I forgot about that tool. And of course, if you have any questions, you know how to find me. Chat soon. Bye.